All right, so I'm going to be testing out my Umerix TR50 today. I just installed a tuning barrel on it, and I have a dot scope on it as well, and going to be trying for the first time a 90-gram CO2, going through a CO2 saver adapter, a 90-gram adapter, and a GOG on and off. I got this buttstock adapter from MCS. So we'll be trying this out. It's the first time I've shot 90 gram, and certainly the first time this gun's ever seen 90 grams. So we'll see what we get here. Hopefully we get an increase. I imagine there'll be an increase in feet per second and joules. Make sure the barrel moves and everything looks good. And we're going to be shooting these 4-gram less lethal ballistics Vindicator rounds, 4-gram 50 caliber rounds today, and we will see what we get. So a little excited, been looking forward to this. I ended up having to order another tuning barrel kit for it because the first one I ordered, I didn't realize it was shipping from China, or I should say not shipping, because I think I just got ripped off. I've been going back and forth since late November with the company I bought that from, and I think they just basically took my money. So looks like some kind of fraudulent activity, I guess. All right, so I had already gassed up the gun before I went on camera. Made sure that this was closed, this way I didn't have any leaks and save myself the embarrassment. It's leak free. Everything looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this back to the on position. And we have a magazine, a cylinder magazine of 6. And I know these Vindicators go through. I already tested it in the barrel. They slip through no problem at all. Yeah, so let's get some numbers and see how she does. All right. Just going to shoot into the target trap. And let's see how she does here. Wow, a lot of pressure on that trigger, actually. Let's try it again here. Not expecting all that pressure on that trigger, but maybe it's normal for this 90 gram. You know, let me, just since it's the first time I'm firing it, I'm going to turn the GOG off. I have air pressure in the handle as well now. Just going to take a quick safety shot first here with the pressure I have in it. Make sure this thing works. Wow. Holy cow, man. Yeah, I'd say it works. That Vindicator round bounced right up, back out at me. Woo! Okay. Holy sheep herder. All right. Yeah. I'd say that works. I hope they don't all start bouncing out at me like that. You know, I think I'm going to put a piece of paper up really quick, a target piece of paper, just to kind of help promote. And I don't want this thing shooting at me. Well, anyways, let me just make the gun fully safe. I was not expecting that kind of power. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm going to... got plenty of gas, so I'm going to go ahead and reload the one I just shot. Gun is safe, and I'm going to put up a target. Just, let's put up one of these nicey ones here. Yeah, something like that, huh? That'll work. Let's put that up here. Maybe it'll keep it from bouncing out. Knock down some of the energy anyways, I hope. All right, we'll see if that'll give me a little keepsake anyways, right? A little bit more fun. A little more fun. All right, so I got that in there. And let's see how this goes. The trigger was really, really tight, and I didn't, but it kind of makes sense that it was tighter than I'm used to because there's a stronger spring. This tuning barrel has a stiffer spring. It's like twice the thickness it looked like than the original factory spring. So I would say it's doing its job, but now I got to get used to the trigger pull because the trigger pull is crazy. All right, all right, gassed her back up here. And we're going to, this time we'll chrono these and see what we get. Hopefully they're not going to be flying back out of there at me. Let's see, back up a little bit. Well, it's a little better. 438 feet per second. Shot one. $420. Shot two. 420 again. Shot three. $418. Shot four. All right, this should be shot five here. My scope needs to be adjusted. I actually used my laser bore sighter with this last night and thought I had this right on the money, but these dot scopes are tough when you're looking through them. I probably wasn't lined up properly because I'm shooting to the bottom right, so I'll have to adjust that. Actually, down and to the right. So you know what? Let's adjust that right now because if I'm not mistaken, let me go up with this. Couple clicks here. I also don't want to make this video too long because I have been having one hell of a time uploading larger videos to YouTube lately. All right, turn it that way if you want it to go up. Let's do a couple clicks. 1, 2, what was that? 3 clicks. We'll start with 3 clicks. And I need it to go to the left. So let's do a little clicky to the left here. Let's see if it's any better. Of course, kind of wish I had a laser. And let's keep this thing down range because this is the same gun in the last video I had that it decided to do a random dry fire on its own after shooting it. All right, so left we turn to the right. Let's do a couple clicks. All right, we'll see if that helps at all. If it doesn't, then it'll be good for now. I'll have to bore sight it again and be more attention to detail when I do that. All right, so again, we're still gassed up. All right, so I think I had, what did I have? 2, looks like I had 2 rounds in there. All right. Just want to get through all 18 of these and hopefully not have too long of a video. And I'm going to back up some. This should be shot number 5. 400 feet per second. And here's shot number 6. 414. And I'm still tearing it up on the bottom right of that target, so that's fine for now. We'll get through these rounds. This way the video ain't too long. I'm going to have to start managing my videos and making them a little shorter, which I'm sure everybody will appreciate anyways, right? And then, tell you, the only thing with this Umarex quick pierce, man, you touch your body with it all, you can hear it start to leak. I like the other one better, the one on the Pastelli and the Beemans. And anyways, here's another round, 6 rounds of Vindicator. Let's see what we get for numbers. I'm gonna step back. And we'll shoot to the bottom right. So to get to the middle target, I'm going to aim for the top left target, and we'll see what we get. That seems to work. I got almost pretty much a bullseye there. That's 404 feet per second. And I'm going to keep aiming for that top left target so I can, since now I know I'm way off. Shot number 2, mag 2. 408. Shot number 3, mag 2. And I'm tearing up that center target now. 416. Shot number 4, I think it is, of mag 2. 406. Shot number 5. Mag 2. Ooh, that one. I don't know what the hell I hit on that one. 406. And it should be shot number 6. Let's see. 402 again. All right, so that was the second magazine. One more mag, and then we're going to cut this video off, and we'll do the numbers. Whoop. The barrel's still moving around. I would say I'm not feeling any spray of air pressure, CO2 coming out, so I would say that this spring's doing a great job. The tension on it's doing a wonderful job of keeping that a good seal on the cylinder here. All right, we'll do one more cylinder mag, and that's going to be it, I think, for today. We're tearing up that target now, though. Okay, mag 3, shot 1. 400. Mag 3, shot 2. 398. Mag 3, shot 3. 398. Good consistency with this larger 90 gram. I'm liking it. Nice power and good consistency. All right, what am I? Shot 4, I think, right? Mag 3, shot 4. 402. Again, the consistency on this tank is great. Okay. And that was 402. And this should be shot 5, I think. 400 feet per second, shot 5. And I think I have, yeah, one more left. All right, I'm just tearing up the middle of that baby. 396 feet per second. All right. We'll run those numbers upstairs later, and then I'll upload the video. I think they're going to call it quits again. Try to keep this to... All right, so I'm going to turn the GOG off. This is another reason why I wanted to do that too, so I don't lose any more gas than I have to out of this, because I'm sure I still have plenty of gas in this 90 gram. At least I would think so. I only shot 18, 19 because of that first test shot. So we're going to turn this the off position. Then I'll be degassing what's in here, wasting what's in here. Not too much, actually, so not too bad. Not too bad. I just had already a punctured one in the handle, so. All right, why is my dog barking up there? Don't know. All right, so that should do it. I'll run the numbers up in the office and we'll see what we got out of this tuning barrel using the 90 gram. All right, see you up there. Okay, back in the office after a really good session down there. First shots with the tuning barrel on the TR50, Umerix TR50 tuning barrel with the extension. I was using 4-gram less lethal ballistics Vindicator rounds and had the 90-gram CO2 with the stock on the back. And yeah, so I had a great outcome here. I'll just go through this really quickly here. My hot shot was 438 feet per second, equaling 35.64 joules. Second shot was 420, 32.77 joules. Another 420. And then the fourth shot was 418 feet per second, 32.46 joules. And then 400 feet per second, 29.72 joules. And then 414 feet per second, 31.81 joules. And then I loaded my second magazine, started off with 404 feet per second at 30.32 joules. Second shot was 408 feet per second at 30.93 joules. Then 416 feet per second, 32.15 joules. 406 twice at 30.62 joules. And then 402 feet per second at 30.02 joules for my last shot on Mag 2. And then I loaded a third magazine. First shot was 400 feet per second at 29.72 joules. Second shot and third shot were both 398 feet per second, equaling 29.43 joules each. And then 402 feet per second, 30.02 joules. Another 400 feet per second at 29.72. And then ending with 396 feet per second, 29.13 joules, a total of 18 shots. I did have that first shot, test shot, that I did not record. Feet per second. I imagine it was somewhere close to the first hot shot that I did record. The spread of 18 rounds, very consistent numbers, so a lot to say about that 90 gram. Very happy with it. Again, this was a Umerix TR50 that started its life as a 7.5 joule. It was purchased and had some modifications done to it where the CO2 restrictor mod was done and the valve block delete was done. And then I recently installed a tuning barrel with the extension. Test results. Ambient temperature was about 60 degrees Fahrenheit in the basement. And yeah, I mean, good things to say, right? No complaints there using the 90 gram. Not sure how many shots the 90 gram will give me. Time will tell on that. I did have a CO2 saver on it, so I've removed the 90 gram cartridge from the gun, and it has the CO2 saver device on it. So we'll see if that actually does what it says it's supposed to do, or if I wasted 30 bucks or whatever it was. It might have been actually 40 bucks for that device. We'll see. Very nice consistency across the spread of 18 rounds. Very happy with it, guys. And yeah, that's the end of this. Again, trying to rush through this to, provide some good content, but trying to keep the videos a little bit shorter. I've been going a little crazy lately with the long videos. I'm long-winded, I guess. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully this was educational, and if not, at the bare minimum, I hope it was entertaining. Peace out, gentlemen.